Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jerry. I've got Facebook and Instagram here. I'm gonna let you guys look at each other. There we go. There we go. I've got both of you guys rolling today. Hey, I wanted to give you a really quick message just here in the office about why you should protect your assets. Okay, and when I say assets, again, I mean equity positions that cash flow, that pay you on a monthly, quarterly, whatever basis. Why would you protect those in the first place, right? So here's the deal. When you have assets, if they're producing income, the first thing you need to do is you need to protect them against loss. There's a chance you lose money and you want to avoid that, so you protect against that. Most of that's going to be done by investing correctly. The other thing you want to avoid then is taxation. If you are making money on an asset, you're going to pay taxes, and you want to avoid that to the best of your ability. I'm gonna adjust my light here. There we go. You want to avoid that to the best of your ability. And basically the way you're going to do that is through corporation structuring, entity structuring, and making sure that you've to the right assets so that you aren't losing money to taxes and you aren't, misdocumenting expenses. That's a way to protect your assets. Now, beyond that, there's a couple things you need to be thinking about. The first one is liability protection. Okay, if you have assets, you also are going to have people that know you have assets that maybe want your assets. And by setting up different things like LLCs and corporations, you're putting yourself in a position where if somebody decided they want to come after your assets, you actually have a strategy in place. Okay, if you've ever been sued before, if you've ever been in a lawsuit, the best way to avoid that is by having a good asset protection plan in place so that you're not at risk. Okay, now there's different types of ways to do this. There's LLCs, there's S Corps, there's C Corps. One of my favorite simple ways to do it is called a non-report LLC. If you want to learn more about that, hit me up, I can tell you. Now, once we've done that level, you also want to have trusts. Okay, so I want you to think about having, assets at the bottom, a good strategy with those assets, LLCs owning those assets, a good strategy with those as well, and then a trust as the umbrella over the top. And the reason why you would have a trust is when you die, it's not enough for the IRS that they taxed you the whole time you were alive. They actually want to charge you estate taxes, there are probate costs, there's different things that are actually going to cost you money on your assets, even though you've already paid taxes and now you're dying, you're dead, you have to pay those taxes again, right? So by having a trust, you can avoid a lot of those things. The trust is going to be typically either a revocable or a non-revocable, okay? And depending on your circumstance, you're going to pick a different one for each of those outcomes. So if you're watching this right now and you're interested in protecting your assets, learning more about it, getting some more quick, a link I'm going to drop in the comments here. Okay, I'm dropping a link in the comments. If you guys are on Facebook, you're going to see this link pop up in just a second. You can go to jerryfetta.com/estate as well. But I'm going to drop that link for you in the comments. Boom, there we go. That's going to give you a website where you can go and actually learn more about this. There's a free ebook that you can download. There's a course you can watch. And it's basically going to give you a little bit of more information on how do you protect your assets, how do you use an estate plan, how do you set up these LLCs in different structures to where you are, making sure that your assets are kept. You don't want to just make them and you don't want to them and pass them down generationally. So guys, that's what I have for you today. Thank you for checking this video out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And again, if you watch this and you're like, hey, that made sense, I want to learn more about this, I want to get some help, click on that link and I'll talk to y'all soon.